Hey guys, Irene here. Today I'm going to show you a very easy and simple Photoshop tutorial. I'm going to teach you how to do something very similar to those VSCO film presets. I'm going to be mostly using selective color and curves, so it's extremely simple. And I'm also going to show you at the very end how to record all of this and create an action so you can apply this preset to any other picture that you would like. So this is the first picture that we're working with, and this was the before and after. So as you can see, I went with the very soft and kind of gritty film look. As you can see, I added a lot of noise here. And then the second one is this one, and I've seen this a lot on Instagram, and it's pretty much taking the greens and turning them more bluish and then desaturating the skin and just the whole picture kind of in general. And also we're going to be changing the skin tone a little bit so that the whole picture has the kind of red and blue tones, again just trying to emulate the film look. So I'm going to start here with selective color, and I'm going to open my adjustment layers, just this little button right here. You click on selective color, and we're going to start with neutrals. Just make sure that it's on absolute here. If you have a lower version of Photoshop, you might not have this option, but it's totally okay. So we're going to make this picture a lot warmer, so we're going to drag it to the yellow and a little bit more to this red side as well. And I'm also gonna make it just a little bit lighter, just like so. Alright, I think this looks pretty good. So this is before and after. And now I'm gonna open the adjustment layer, but curves this time. And here be very careful and put the dots exactly where I'm putting them. So one here at the very end, like that. Now one in the middle of this little square at the bottom, and here at the top. So three over here in this little square, and then one right here. And just make sure that your line is straight. Sometimes it moves a little bit when you put the dot in, but just make sure that it's straight. And now we're only going to be moving these last two dots. So you can start with this one right here, and then this one right there. And as you can see, it really pulls all of the dark, like the black spots up, and creates that kind of film look. So this is before and after. So now I'm gonna play a little bit more with the highlights, and I'm gonna use selective color for that, and I'm gonna use whites. So with that, I think I'm gonna just bring it more to the yellow side again. We're just gonna make it more like monochromatic and try to keep it very warm. And then the last thing that I'm gonna, well, actually not the last thing, but the last thing I'm gonna do in adjustment layers is I'm gonna use selective color again, but this time I'm gonna use it on the green and the magenta colors. I want to change these flowers a little bit so it fits with the theme a little bit better. So I'm gonna choose magentas here, and you can just go ahead and play around and see whatever colors you like best, but I'm gonna try to make them kind of orangey pale. Alright, I think that looks perfect. And you see it changed her lip color, which I also like. So this is it for the coloring, and now the last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some grain. Just make sure you're pressing your background layer, and we're gonna go into filter, noise, add noise. And as you can see, it adds the noise to the picture, just how it said it would do. You just press OK, and now it looks like more old and more like film. So yeah, this is it, and let's just see the before and after quickly. So before and after. Okay, now this one right here, let me just delete this. Alright, so again, I'm mostly going to be using selective color and curves. Very, very easy. And actually, let me just show you here how to record your action. So let me just close it down. So you would go to Window, Actions, and then this window pops up right here. As you can see, I already have a lot of actions made here. All you have to do is just press this button and it's gonna come up to this window. Let's call it VSCO Film 1. And once you start record, it's going to record every single thing that you do in Photoshop. So whatever you click, it's going to record it. So we're going to press record. And as I said, we're going to start with some adjustment layers and we're going to go to selective color. And we're going to start with some greens. So here you want to turn them more blue. So you're just going to pull it this way. And maybe just a little bit lighter. And then some of the greens have a little bit of yellow in them, so you're going to do the same thing with the yellow. And again, you can just choose to make it lighter or darker, whatever you like. You don't have to touch it if you don't want to. I might make it just a little bit more green like this because we are moving the yellow colors, so you can make them a little bit more green. Okay, that's perfect. So now I'm gonna move some of the blues, make them a little bit more blue. I'm gonna do same with cyans. I'm gonna make them a little bit more blue and maybe a little bit more green. And then I'm also gonna move some of the reds. I'm gonna make them more red and I'm gonna make them darker. Maybe just a little bit more yellow like so. That looks great. So this is before and after. And now we're going to do pretty much the same thing with curves that we did on our previous picture. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that the curve is straight. Let's make this one pretty dramatic, like this. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now let's play a little bit with some of the whites as we have a lot of that here. So again, selective color, whites, and you can just go ahead and do whatever. My Ukrainian accent is coming through. Whatever you feel like. You can add pink, blue. You can just play around it and see what looks best. I'm gonna add a little bit of okay. Okay, I think I like this right here. This is what it did. Just change it a little bit to add the pink tone. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. So I would just go ahead and stop my action and yeah, it recorded everything. And now if I delete all of these layers and play my action, it's just gonna go ahead and apply all of that. So now let's just see before and after on this one. Oops. So before and after. So yeah, as I said, this is super duper simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful for you. Let me know what else you would like to see next, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!